Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. The sacrifice that a Filipina makes to go to the West. I think it's a big sacrifice. People ask me, why do you call it that way? I'm the one making the sacrifices, or I don't understand. Well, I'll try to explain in just the time that I have here. It's a very emotional time for a Filipina. And, going away from home is going to be really, really tough for her. I've been married now for 6 years and 8 months, and I'm increasingly in awe of the sacrifices she made to be my wife. It's difficult to put into words because I cannot relate to her experience, and I wouldn't be able to deal with it the way she has. When she accepted my proposal from nearly 10,000 miles away, she promised she would be where I was. But in order for that to happen, she'd have to leave everything and anyone, friends, family, places that were dear to her. And I don't think she did this just to be able to send some money back home, because I think that's giving up too little in return for her. Many Filipinas, I think, want to leave the Philippines, but that doesn't mean they want to stay away forever. They'd probably like to go back and retire there someday. My wife cried, for several months after arriving here. She didn't let me see it, though, but that's what she said. And then 7 months after she got here, we went back to the Philippines, and it was very tearful because now you're saying goodbye again. And we kind of were expecting that. And she said in the taxi when she was tearful, saying, it's so hard. It's so hard to leave. And she's taken many photos. I have many photos around, but that can make her sad, because it reminds her of home. When I listen to Philippine songs, Philippine love songs, she said one time that made her sad because it made her miss her home and her family. So I have to be aware of that. I mean, it's not easy. Would you leave at a young age? She was, 27 back then? Would you leave and perhaps spend the rest of your life in a country 10,000 miles away that you didn't know much about? I mean, I wouldn't. Just tell you right now, there's no way. No way I'm doing that for anyone. I mean, maybe my wife, but it was different. And I think we'll be staying here, and she's settling in well, but she is making a sacrifice. Family is huge in the Philippines. A lot of these women, have friends from elementary school, and leaving them is tough. She doesn't even know what this guy she's married is going to be like exactly. And some people wonder if he's going to beat her, because that happens. It does. So she's taking a big risk. And so I do appreciate what she's done. Now, just try to respect her for the sacrifices of your love beyond the sea.